Welcome back, everybody. Driver 53 here with another console map tour of Griffin, Indiana 19. This map is by ajFarmer, and it's 194.41 megabytes. Today is February 15th, 2021, and man, oh man, this map looks awesome. So you start out here at your main farm, and it's the standard Ravenport house that you're gonna have in the base game, and you come inside here and you're gonna be able to sleep right here on the inside. It's still got all your same decorations. They just picked it up and moved it over here like a good old tornado did to Dorothy. So the first thing you're gonna notice right outside here is you have a chicken coop, and this chicken coop standard, you're gonna be able to buy everything right here. You're going to be able to pick up all your eggs there, and you're going to be able to put your feet in right here. You also have a nice little silo right here. You got a trailer already, which is awesome. You've also got a lean-to building right here, and you notice you've got the New Holland TX32 with a nice little header. You've got the Fiat 1300. You've got a Amazon seeder. You've got a little plow right here, and this is a workshop. And you're going to need this workshop because all your equipment is run down. And yeah, it needs a lot of repair. A lot of repair. You've also got an older truck up here, and let's go ahead and grab this truck, and we're going to start showing you around. Get away just a little bit here. All right. Back down the driveway, turn here without hitting the trailer. Perfect. So you're also going to see you've got some buildings around over here that you can't do anything with, unfortunately. They're just decorations, and they take up a lot of room in the slot count. A lot of room in the slot count. But we're going to get into a little bit later how to fix that. So first thing we're going to do is drive around over here to the left, because this field right over here, oh man, right over here is one that you own. So this field right here is one that you own for sure. It needs plowed. It doesn't have anything in it, and then you'll be good to go. And also, you're gonna own this field, or pasture meadow, whatever you want to call it, right around here. Now this is a huge piece of property that you own. A little bit of a rolling landscape to it. It's pretty awesome. You got some trees right here in the middle, and you've also got this building right over here that you're gonna own. So if we drive through here, you can see this barn right here. You're gonna be able to put some additional equipment in as you buy it. So you don't have to keep everything over at the farm. You can put some stuff over here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the map, and we'll see exactly what this looks like on the map. So this is the PDA. Mostly everything is on the bottom portion, and there's 36 fields here with a total of 212 hectares available. Now I don't know if that includes this stuff up here or not, but everything down in here is already farmland. Now if we do L3 here, you can see that this is what you're going to start with. So right here was the farmhouse that we saw first. You got a little bit of wooded area, so if you're into forestry, you can go ahead and start clearing some stuff away. Like I said, you've got this big open field over here. You've got this field over here. Now you do have access to another little field over here that unfortunately is $272,000. Seems pretty steep. Now that's just a I don't even want to know what you would call it, a foreshadowing of everything else. But if you come down over here, you also own this field down here, field number 21, and if we look at it, we can see that it is cultivated, ready for you to start working on. And does it need plowed? Yes, it does. So it needs plowed. Your main field here needs plowed. And those are the only two on the entire map that need plowed. So I've been looking around. There's not many other places to put houses in with barns and stuff like that without taking over an existing field. You could definitely build something up in here if you kind of level out a little bit, and we can take a look at that in a little bit. But this stuff all back in here, it's kind of difficult to get to, mainly, especially this area right here. But it's really nice. You could put a field back here, no problem. So what we're going to do, we're going to drive down, and we're going to start looking at all the different places that you have to sell your items. We're even going to look at a couple places to buy some stuff. I'll go ahead and tell you right now, the BGA, if you want to buy it, it's $798,000. So definitely get your checkbooks out, and you're going to need to do something to figure out how to make some money if you start on this new farmer and you don't want to buy anything else. Field 32 right here is 166,824. Field 7 is 231. Field 8, 295. It just doesn't get any better, folks. Everything is high dollar. Field 28 is 176 up here. 14, 200,000. 185 for 15. Big field over here, number 9. $1.7 million. Fields 18 is almost $1 million. This is 1.2 almost. I mean, it's just everything is expensive. Everything is expensive. But I think you're going to be able to get a lot of stuff out of it. So let's go ahead and drive down. And I really, really like how there's trees close to the roads, but not like over the roads, if that makes sense. I did a map tour a little bit earlier yesterday on Ridgeport, and the trees are like right on the road. It's very difficult to drive in this style right here. Not saying it's a bad map, but I really like it that the trees are set back a little bit farther. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the mini map here so you guys can see where I'm at. And let's go ahead and just drive right through here. So you do have this little farmhouse right here if you wanted to. Okay. Still right in the middle of everything. And as you get down here, you see that this really, really levels out. I spent some time in Indiana, southern Indiana, right across the river from Louisville, Kentucky, and this really is what it's like. It is a lot of flat, and then you get into hills, and then it's flat again, and then you get into hills. So we're going to go ahead, take a turn right here. And this is the first place you're going to come to, right here, and it's going to buy silage. So just silage by itself. So with all the grassland that you have up on the top, this might be a very, very good opportunity to be able to make some of that money. It's close to you. You don't have to travel very far. You can, like make a bunch of silage up there at your farm, whether you put it in a bunker or you wrap it, and then bring it down here and sell it. Next, we're going to be going right down over here to this little building that you see here. And this is actually called the Farmer's Market because it caters to this area right here, where everybody gets to come and buy all their products that they like. And there's that bull again. Man, that guy is everywhere. But it's right there. You can see the rectangle right up next to the building, and that is your Farmer's Market. So if we look at those two items right here, what you're going to have is the O'Connor Farm is the one that was on the right-hand side where I said silage, and it's $2.95. Now, that doesn't seem like awesome prices, but I'm on normal mode right now, so it's just a little bit low. And then if we go up to the Farmer's Market, you can see that the only thing they take is eggs. So, if you want chickens, you got your chickens there at the main farm. You can go and sell all the eggs. But as you see, there's a ton of houses all through here. Apparently, Griffin, Indiana is a little small town of about 150 people. And they got a little bit of construction, little new houses going in. But they also have some definite... Oh, check this out, y'all. They got some food on the well, they must have just taken it off. You got the old abandoned cars here. You got the junk around. Yeah, I know some places, not just in Indiana, but all around the Midwest that are like that. That is so cool that ajFarmer put that in here. So we're going to keep coming down, going to cross over the railroad tracks, and there is a live train on this map. It's quite interesting too if you take a ride on it. So we're going to go and turn right, and this building you see right here is actually your animal dealer. So you can see the rectangle right there. That's where you're going to go to get all your animals at. It's a pretty nice little setup, the way that they have everything here. Really, really cool. So we keep coming down here, and you're going to have 2 sell points down here. The first one is going to be for wood. This is your sawmill. And the only thing is, I think it's a sawmill anyway. Let me double check. Yeah, the sawmill. You don't have a spot for wood chips that I've been able to find yet. So your logs go there, but I haven't seen anywhere at all for wood chips. Next, you're going to come down over here. And as you can see, right there in the front of the building, right, is going to be, and I don't see it going all the way through, so it's just going to be right here in the front of the building. And this place is Buckley Farm. And Buckley Farm is going to take, oh, here we go, no crops, just straw, hay, and grass. And that's the only place on the entire map that takes straw, hay, and grass. Alright. So now we're going to turn around without running over the mailbox. And come back over. It looks like we're back on city roads now instead of county roads. A little bit smoother, a little bit nicer. And we're going to make a little bit of stop, or a little stop here on the left. So this right here on the left hand side, you can see the silo over there. That's going to be milk. And this spot right here is going to be another spot for eggs. This is the supermarket, and this is the dairy. Prairie Farms Dairy, I believe it is. So we're going to back up, and we're actually going to go down this road right here. So as you can see, a lot more houses down over on this side, but still no real spots to put equipment. There's not a lot of that on this map. So right here, Cozy Wool, traditional spinnery. That's where you're going to drop off your cotton and your wool. And if we keep coming down, all the way down here to the end of the road, you can see there's like another little farm right there that if you wanted to, you could probably put another building in and have that as a farmhouse. But you're not going to be able to sell anything else on that property. So be mindful of that. I'm going to turn here. We are going to cross over. We're actually going to go around back. So right here, this is going to be, I believe, Uncle Pete's. Yeah, Uncle Pete's Diner down here. And they are going to take only eggs. Only eggs. I mean, not paying a bad price. $3,000 right now for eggs. That's pretty decent. Supermarket's paying really good right now. So that might be another really, really good option for you is eggs. So eggs and silage so far. Pretty good options. So you got a gas station right over there. You can see that. So if you need gas, like we're almost needing it in this vehicle, you're good to go. Now we're going to keep on coming up here, and this is going to be your shop. Now you've got to get into it from the front side over here. Right here. So it's going to be a non-branded, other than JL Farm Equipment, but you don't have any other brands on it. So you're going to be able to work on your stuff there. You know, be able to access right there. No other storage options around here. So if we come out of this, oh wait, what all brands do they offer? Sorry, I didn't see this sign. Looks like you're going to be able to get anything and everything you want. Except the big buds. Now I'm sure you can get those here too. Alright, so this little silo you see right here is actually going to be lime. Really, really awesome. And this right here, I believe, is going to be another sell point. Yeah, it should be a sell point right in there. I don't see why they put it over here on the other side. The icon seems to be just a little bit off. Yeah, it's going to be just inside there. Posey County Co-op, your #1 agricultural resource since 1927. Awesome. So the co-op here, what they're going to take, let's go ahead and show you on this. Posey County Co-op right here, it's going to take all your main crops. And it's also going to take potatoes and sugar beets for you. And that is it. So definitely keep those guys in mind if you're trying to unload your products. So we're going to come back out here to the main road. We're going to cross back over the railroad track and immediately take another right. And where we're going is this spot right here. Because right around here, you're going to see it right there on the side. Alright, so this is going to be labeled the garden center. And at the garden center, you are going to be able to sell manure. So if you got a bunch of cows or pigs, that's where you can sell your manure at. And we also have a water tank right here that you've got to be able to go in around over there and then come around and you're going to be able to get some water. So what we're going to do though, we are going to turn right back around right here and we are going to go to this building right over there. Group of buildings actually, because it is your BGA. Now this doesn't actually do anything for the weight, and there's your train right there. Pretty typical train. You're not going to be able to put anything on it and sell off of it like you can on Ravenport, but it's a really long train. Very, very typical for in the Midwest to have super long trains like that. That is so awesome. So you're going to come around here. You do have a couple, or a storage building here. Your digestate is going to come out of that pipe there on the end, and that's where you're going to dump it off at. Your silage. So I don't have it purchased right now because it's really expensive. But that's where you're going to dump off at. You do have 2 bunker silos right here. They are not drive-through. They are U-shapes. So be mindful of that. And I did see this, wood chips. There's not a separate sell point over here for it, so I'm not 100% sure if it works, but that is a wood chip sell point, it looks like. And there's nothing else down here. You can't get, I shouldn't have done this, you cannot get out that way. So one way in, same way out. So what we're going to do now is we are going to drive around after we ramp this right here. We are going to go ahead and drive down this little side road right here. And I love side roads. I really, really do. They are a lot of fun. I mean, and this one looks like it's pretty bumpy too. Wow, that is cool. So here on the left, you have the school. You got a basketball court right there. You've actually got a baseball field over here that looks really, really well taken care of. The grass does. A little bit of a concession stand there. It's really nice seeing all the pedestrians walking around and everything. But still, no more storage options. I mean, kind of is what it is, I guess. Now, you're going to get down here to this farm. And this is a farm that if you really, really wanted to, you could definitely use it. Huge, huge building in here. And if we come all the way around, you're going to find a point right here that you are going to be able to sell digestate. So if you take it over to the BGA, get your digestate out, you're going to be able to bring it over here and sell it. So it might be kind of interesting to use this property here and then just have your sell point so close. But this is the biggest area that I've been able to find to use as a farm. Now there's no farmhouse here, anything like that. I guess you could use that one there on the corner if you wanted to. So yeah, I mean, check out that ramp. Man, the detail on this. Setting it up just like you, I mean, you'd find these. Wow, I can't walk today, y'all. Let me get out from underneath of it. There's a guy up there? No way. They even put pedestrians on these levels. Oh, that is so cool. So just chill and watch the game. You know? Alright, we're gonna hop down. I'm sorry. Even your dugout is like sunk into the ground. No way. Oh, there's so much detail. Okay. I get it. Let me buy. Here, I tell you what. You just go ahead and I'll pass you. See, that's a nice looking house there. Not going to be able to get into it though. So, next, where do we want to go actually? I want to go the opposite direction. Because there's one more place that I want to take you to that's going to accept all, well, not all, but a lot of grains. Okay? So we're going to drive out here into the middle of almost nowhere. And check that out. You got an oil rig right there, another little farmhouse there. And this is what I mean, where you don't have a whole lot of options, but if you wanted to, you could take over a farm. It's relatively flat, and you could set something up. I mean, for sure. And man, there's just an oil rig right in the middle of the field that really hinders your worker. So we're gonna keep following this around, and you can see the building up there on the right hand side, and that is gonna be I believe it's called Nothing Better Mill. And man, look at this. You're up on the edge and it goes down. That is so cool on the detail. Sorry, y'all. I'm, like I said, I spent a few years living in Indiana, and this is really, really awesome to see this level of detail on a map for that area. So this area right here, like I said, this is called None Better Milling. And None Better Milling is actually going to take right here your base game stuff, except for potatoes and sugar beets. So the only place for that is the Posey County Co-op, but all the other normal crops are going to be over here. And yeah, there's no other sell points. So this is the last sell point. There's a couple more fields around over here, but one thing I wanted to show you all. Be careful of that. A little bit of a pothole right there. Is when we come back around this way, there is going to be another road that we can take to get up over to the northern part of the map. So we're going to go ahead and turn here and go up this way. And if you're really looking to do a lot of grass work, this is a very, very good spot for you. And you can see this lighter area. It's actually a trail. And in the description, it says that you can take your ATVs or horses or anything you want to on this trail. And they go all throughout the map here on the northern side. But just be careful. There's rumors of Bigfoot activity going on up here. But this is just a normal house. Got a trampoline and a clubhouse. Also got a little pond down there. So I mean, this is another spot that you could potentially set up a farm. I mean, it's relatively flat right through here. It's not perfectly glass flat, but it's relatively flat. You know, you can purchase these. This is field number 34 right here. Looks like it's grass right now. And we were just on field number 35 right over here. So you've got a little pond around over here. And if you come across over here, see if we can actually drive through this hedge. All right. So this is another spot here too that you could purchase and do a lot of grass work. Now, beyond this, it starts getting really tricky on how to get to everything. All the other little pockets of stuff that's up here. We're going to go ahead and come back down this way. And as you can see, trail markers again. So if you're over here, you got a couple options. You can go left or right, and we're going to go right. Stick along the tree line here. Come up over here to this bridge, because we need to cross it or use it to get across the creek. So this one here is probably the best way to get to a lot of these other ones back over here. But there are still like 2 of them up here that are just really, really secluded. You can see those trails, they just keep cutting back and forth. So keep going up that way, or you can go over this way, over here. Just a lot of grass work up here on this northern part of the map. So if you're really, really into that, I recommend getting a mower, because you don't start with one. I recommend getting a mower, getting a baler, wrapper, and going to town, making you some silage at least. So we are going to cross back over, because I don't want to run through that field. And we're just going to stick right here. And we're actually going to go back up to our property. And we are going to take a look at how to handle the slot count, because I haven't said exactly what it is yet. So we are going to take another shortcut right through here and come up here on the backside. Alright, so here's what we have going on. When you start out as start from scratch or farm manager, it's going to be 451 slots. Alright, you're not going to get the house, you're not going to get any of the buildings or the silo or any of the equipment. It's completely barren up here. You have nothing. In New Farmer, that slot count jumps up to 835. Alright, but let me show you why it's that high. So if we come to garage, you can see that you've got, your Fiat, your TX32, your truck, your trailer, your header, your plow, your seeder. Now the chicken coop holds 100 chickens. Your grain silo is going to be 200,000 liters. Now your easy shed is 4 slots, not bad. All right, and your workshop is 6 slots. I recommend keeping those around. The reason, because they're kind of tied into each other, and there's some other junk items around the backside that it's going to be difficult to put them back. Next, farm shed. I do not understand why this thing is 68 slots at all. So let's go take a look at it. The farm shed is that right there, and then you got that building there and that building there. So let's come back over here. Farm shed. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of it. 68 slots. Boom, there we go. Garage, 70 slots. Let's get rid of it. Farm shack, another 68 slots. Absolutely crazy. The farmhouse is 93. We're going to wait on that one just a second. Now, what's that do? That opens up this area here. So it just leaves a little bit of stuff. There's nothing that makes me think that there's like a trigger or anything here that you're gonna have to worry about. Now, what if you still want those? All right, let's come over here. We're gonna go to decoration. If I want the farm garage, it's only 1 slot now, right? Oh, can I not put it here? See if I can turn it around. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna have to put it in this way now, because the other way, the little tree. I'm sure if you get rid of that little tree right there, then you're gonna be fine. But if you still want to make this area look halfway decent, one slot, right? Farm barn, one slot. If you want the farm shacks or the sheds, one slot. You want an old stable, all these are one slots. So now, y'all, sitting right now, we are at 629. Before we sold those three buildings, we were at 835. Okay? So we saved, jeez, 206 slots just by getting rid of those three buildings. That is crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's a lot of tractors. All right? So now we're going to come up here and we're going to look at this farmhouse. I don't really see anything around it that's going to be problematic except maybe this tree right here. All right? And maybe that tree there. But let's go ahead and sell it and see what happens. Gonna go to garage, farmhouse. You're gonna get $90,000 for it also. I mean, you're gonna have to pay for it, but it's 93 slots. Don't ask me why. Here we go. Boom. Sold. So there we go. It's gone. Let's try and add this thing back. Farmhouse. Right there. Ooh, how many slots was it? One slot, right? Alright, so farmhouse here. And what I want to do is my back door was around here. Okay. Collides with an object. So it looks like the trees are giving me a little bit of a hassle. I don't have any good equipment to take them out right now. Terrain cannot be deformed. Oh, wow. But maybe you move your farmhouse back over here. Or what if you put your farmhouse out here? Right? Or could you put the farmhouse over here? I mean, lots of options. I mean, who says you can't have the farmhouse sitting right here next to your other stuff? Inside the picket fence so your kids are safe. Right? And then you just put your silo over there on the other side. Or even better, you know, bring your silo over there with you and then, you know, put another building, storage building, and just make this your equipment, your chickens over here. You know? I mean, there's lots of options. And that's one thing I wanted to show you guys. By getting rid of that farmhouse, okay, we are now down to 536 slots. That's a lot more manageable. A lot more manageable. So don't let that high slot count of 835 deter you from really getting into this map and giving it a try. I mean, I honestly do not know why it's that much for that house or any of those buildings. I mean, that is, it's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I wish that it wasn't, because if it was just normal one like it should be, then this map would be killer on slot count. I mean, think about it. If this was 1 or even 5, right, and those were each 1 apiece, you're talking 8 over what you have right now. And what you have right now is 536. So you could be at like 545, right? And have 800 slots almost, 750 slots to play with. And you have equipment that's figured into that too. If you sell everything off, okay, let's go ahead and do that. Let's see what happens when you absolutely sell everything off. So we're going to sell the workshop, boom, the shed, silo with the stuff in it, chicken coop, and we're going to sell all the equipment. All the way down. So 451. All right. But this is what you're left with. And this is why I said be careful. Because you got your storage building, or not your storage, but your shop that doesn't look like a normal shop, right? And then you've got some of this junk stuff around here. So if I come back over and I want to put in one of these sheds again, And I'm going to do an easy shed number 1. Ooh, wait, hold on. Let's do this one. Okay. And I want to put it right back where it was. It now collides. Okay. No matter where I'm at over here, I can't get it to go back. Okay. Now, the same thing is going to apply for miscellaneous. I don't have, you know, this is my vehicle workshop, and that obviously doesn't look like the same vehicle workshop. Okay? So, just be really cautious on that. If you start taking stuff out, these items do not go away. There is no way to get rid of them. You know, if I go back in the garage, I'm on leased, going back and forth between leased and owned. There's nothing there. Animal pens, there's nothing special except for the chicken coop. It's gonna hold 100 chickens. Why is it so special? 100 chickens, 4 slots. And this is 100 chickens, 4 slots. Chicken coop, chicken coop. I don't see a difference, y'all. See if we can find a difference. It's only 20,000. Let's put it down right here. And we're going to come over here and grab this one. We're going to put it right there. Let's go see. It's really odd. Alright, so from right here, I do not see a difference in the chicken coops. They both are 100 slots, or 100 chickens. You got 4 of them available there. You've got 4 of them available there. So yeah, I'm not really sure why that chicken coop is by itself. So now that I've completely destroyed this field, we're going to go ahead and call it a day, everybody. Appreciate you stopping in, checking out the map tour. If you liked it or learned something today, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you would. And if you want to be kept up to date on all my latest console map tours, got a couple more coming out here in the next day or so. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell while you're over there. Have a great day, everybody. Until next time, this is Driver 53, signing off.